Hello guys, it's Kiilstofte here, and I just want to make some sort of mini guide for myself and for you, basically about the normal prayers versus ancient curses. The reason I want to make this guide is because I'm currently deciding if I want to get Turmoil or Rigour Augury, and I want to know what would be the best in theory before I want to make any further decisions. I think I'm not the only one, and that's probably why you are watching this video, so I hope I can help you a bit with my pictures and just basically information about the normal prayers and the ancient curses. So yeah, I hope you enjoy watching. Rigour is a members only prayer and you need 74 prayer to be able to use it. The drain rate is 1 point per 2 seconds and it gives you a 20% ranged boost and a 25% defense boost. Augury, this is a members only prayer and you need 77 prayer to be able to use it. The drain rate is 1 point per 1.8 seconds and it gives you a 20% mage accuracy boost and a 25% defense boost. Piety, this is a members only prayer, you need 70 prayer to be able to use it. The drain rate is 1 point per 1.5 seconds and it gives you a 20% attack boost, 23% strength boost and a 25% defense boost. Smite, this is a members only prayer and you need 52 prayer to be able to use it. The drain rate is 1 point per 2 seconds and 1/40 of the damage you deal is removed from your opponent's prayer. The Leeches. These are members only prayers and the prayer level you need to use them varies from 74 to 86 prayer. The drain rate on all leeches is 1 point per 3.6 seconds per leech and the leeches boost your skill and say attack by 5% increasing to 10% over time. It also drains your enemy skill, in this case attack, by 10% increasing to 25% over time. Turmoil. It's a members only prayer and you need 95 prayer to be able to use it. The drain rate is 1 point per 2 seconds and it gives you a basic boost of 15% attack, 23% strength and 15% defense. But this boost will also increase with 15% of your enemy's level for attack and defense and with 10% of your enemy's level with strength. I will explain how it exactly works later in this mini guide. Soul Split. This is a members only prayer and you need 92 prayer to be able to use it. The drain rate is 1 point per 2 seconds and 1/50 of the damage you deal is removed from your opponent's prayer and 2/5 of the damage you deal is added to your life points when you're fighting other players. So you know about the effects of the prayers now, so it's time to compare them to each other. Let's start off with comparing Rigour to leech range and leech defense. When someone just starts using leeches, Rigour has a higher boost. If you look at this, it's 20 minus 10% range and 25 minus 10% defense versus 5% range and 5% defense, which equals to 10% range and 50% defense for the person using Rigour versus 5% range and 5% defense for the person using leeches. When the leeches are fully active, the person using leech will have a higher boost. If you look at this, it's 20% minus 25% range and 25% minus 25% defense versus 10% range and 10% defense, which equals to minus 5% range and 0% defense versus 10% range and 10% defense. So we can conclude that it depends on how long the leeches are active if you're comparing a Rigour versus the leeches. If someone leeches long enough to leech 30% of someone's defense and range it, which will also give them an 8% range it and an 8% defense boost, the person using leech will have a higher boost than the person using Rigour. Let's continue with comparing Augury to leech magic and leech defense. This is basically the same as Rigour versus leech ranged and leech defense, except for the fact that ranged has changed to magic and everything else is the same as for Rigour, so we can quickly sum this up. When just starting the leeches, it equals to 10% magic and 50% defense versus 5% magic and 5% defense. And when the leeches are fully active, it equals to minus 5% magic and 0% defense versus 10% magic and 10% defense. Just like Rigour, the leech will have a better boost if someone leeches long enough to reach 13% of someone's defense and magic, to give them an 8% magic and 8% defense boost. It's time to finish off with comparing the last prayers, Piety and Smite versus Turmoil and Soul Split. Let's start off with comparing the boosts. Piety has a 20% attack, 23% strength and a 25% defense boost, while Turmoil has a 30% attack, 32% strength and 30% defense boost when fighting someone with the same stats. This means that Turmoil has an extra 10% attack, 9% strength and 5% defense boost. When you have access to Turmoil, you will also have access to Soul Split, which is one of the best and also one of the most hated prayers when PKing. If two players with the same stats are fighting and one would use Piety and Smite and the other would use Turmoil and Soul Split, In theory, the person using Turmoil and Soul Split will win if you're looking at the bonuses. Keep in mind that getting from 70 to 95 prayer will get you 3 combat levels, so the person that's using Piety and Smite will also have some added attack, strength and defense levels, which will make up for the lower prayer boosts. It won't make up totally, but will make up a bit for the loss in prayer boosts. So I think it's safe to say that Turmoil and Soul Split are better than Piety and Smite when you aren't looking at the other prayers. Even though I made this mini guide, I'm still not sure if the combination of Rigour Augury and Piety is better than Turmoil and the curses. I think it really depends on the account build and the type of PKing that you're going to do. If you're a room pure, keep in mind that they can't use Piety, but some room pures might want to get Rigour and Augury. They don't really need the defense boost because their account isn't built for tanking hits, but is made for hitting high. So Turmoil is probably better for most room pures. But if you are a room pure with 60 attack, then Rigour and Augury might be better than Turmoil. I personally think that 52 prayer is the best prayer level for a room pure or went to Tribrid, but if you went, you can get Rigour and Augury and hit higher than anyone at your level, if they aren't leeching you. If you're looking at mains or basically 70 plus defense accounts that went to Tribrid, I think that Rigour and Augury is the best choice, even though I've proved that leech will have a higher boost than Rigour and Augury if a person is using them long enough. But when you're hybriding, you will notice that a lot of people mage with Turmoil on and are switching to leeches when they are maging. This means that you have the full ranged and full magic boost, which is higher than theirs. The worst part of fighting someone with 95 prayer probably is Soul Split. Even though you hit higher than them, they will just heal themselves when they are hitting, while you have to eat and basically lose a hit. I'm personally still not sure if I'm going to get 77 prayer or 95 prayer. They both have their ups and downs, and I'm not sure if I really want to Tribrid or to Hybrid. If I went to Tribrid, I will probably get Rigour Augury and Piety, but if I went to Hybrid, I will probably get Turmoil. I hope you enjoyed this mini guide and I hope it helped you a bit with figuring out if you want to get Turmoil or Rigour and Augury. Be sure to leave a comment and to thumbs up the video if you enjoyed it. See you later.